Well, hello everyone to another F1 Manager 24 video. Yes, can you believe it? It's been a while and I've got a long video for you today. It's Miami, so we've got two qualifying sessions, a sprint and a main race to contend with. We have our first upgrades of the season on, because we got some upgrades before the season started, but during the season these are our first upgrades. This is as far as I've gone in the save. I will continue to go further. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see us do more races. I'm hoping to get this out at some point tomorrow, maybe tonight on Friday, as you watch this. Yeah, it does take a while to record these videos. You can see we've got a couple of designs and a bit of research going in, because there's going to be a major regulation change, which hopefully means after that regulation change we're going to go back to our team. Our car should be 15th best on grid, so we're going to go 17th or higher, and then Gio's car should be 16th best, so we're going to go 18th or higher.
As F1 returns to the Magic City, Miami Gardens is transformed into the Miami International Autodrome, built here especially for the Grand Prix. It's a thrilling street circuit where one wrong move can end in disaster, but for those who can conquer its literal ups and downs, victory is all the sweeter.
Don't forget, the schedule this weekend sees the drivers take to the track for an all-out sprint race, a good opportunity to clinch some crucial championship points.
Now let's crack on with the weekend.
I must say CapCut's voice adjuster is a lot better than UCut's one, because this, you can actually hear me, unlike my Train Sim World videos. Both drivers are a bit low on confidence as we head into qualifying.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going. And you can just feel the frustration.
Out on the outlap, as you can see, there goes Daniel Ricciardo starting SQ1 in the wets. Quite a few people on their outlap, quite a few people have started a lap. We've got 9 minutes left of the session. We should be able to get 2 runs in this session, and I'm hoping both drivers can make it well into Q2, and hopefully we can get into Q3 in this session. Wouldn't that be nice? A top 10 start for a sprint race. A Wally like me though has forgot to change the engine, so we're still running on our practice components. It's only the engine that we need to change, so it shouldn't be too bad. We'll be able to change it before Q1 for the main race, but for the sprint weekend, so the sprint race, sprint qualifying and the sprint race, we'll have a worn engine in. Anyway, green for both drivers, obviously, because it's the first lap. We won't be the first one over the line, but we'll be the first few over the line. There's about 16 cars behind us, I'd say, maybe 18 cars behind us. Iwasa goes quicker than Sargent by 8 tenths, and Gio goes slower than Iwasa by 4 tenths. Iwasa's in 4th after the first lap, and Gio's in 14th. I went to send them out again to make sure we got through, but nobody else went out, so there's no big names out, but yeah, I'm surprised nobody went out in the last part of Q2 when the water was at the lowest. Q1, sorry. Now we're in Q2 with both drivers, and we need to get through. I hope we can. Iwasa 4th. Wow, I really didn't expect that. No one's gone out so far. They're probably saving to the end of the session, but I reckon we can do 2 runs in here. Iwasa's quicker than Gio in the first sector, as you can see, because Gio's sector is green and Iwasa's is purple, and then the only 2 out on track. What's it going to be in the second sector? It's Gio quicker than Iwasa, so who's going to be the quickest in the final sector? And will it be enough to beat the other person over the lap? Here we go, coming through the final corner. Iwasa just going through the exit. Gio coming through now. Iwasa's going to go up to the line. He's going to do a 1:38.1. Gio does a 1:38.2. And Gasly goes a second faster than us. But look, not everybody's out on track. And we are second and third. We're doing a second lap now in Q2 because those ones we used at the start of the session were the worn ones from Q1. So it's just to sort of get their confidence going a little bit better. Ocon's gone up to P2, Leclerc's gone up to P1, Piastri's gone up to P1 now. But look, Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, Tsunoda, Verstappen, Sargent, all knocked out because they didn't go out. So we're guaranteed to go through. I will finish these laps anyway, just because we've wrecked these tyres most probably. And it will be nice to see where we're going, and it will be nice to get their confidence up. Alonso goes P1, Bottas goes through without doing a lap. That is something else. That is odd. Why have none of them gone out onto the track? Anyway, Iwasa goes up to 4th, Gio goes up to 6th. Nice. Let's both cars into Q3. Let's qualify in the top 5, or let's try to anyway. So we've been top 5 in both Q1 and Q2, and there's a lot of top dogs out. I reckon we can beat Gasly, Magnussen, Ocon, and possibly Alonso, so we could get in the top 5. But I think apart from McLaren, okay, McLaren, Ferrari and Haas are the only 3 teams to have both cars in Q3. Nice. It's a green first sector for Iwasa, but they haven't set a lap yet in this session, so of course it will be Ocon laser benchmark. Alonso, Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Gasly have all not gone out, so we're going to be at least 4th and 5th at the very minimum, which is amazing, but I really don't understand. Maybe they're saving tyres for the sprint race, but it's not scheduled, it's only scheduled for rain at this. So maybe they're just trying to not crash and not damage any car parts. Iwasa goes up to 2nd, 2.5 tenths off Ocon. Magnussen qualifies behind him by 7 tenths. Gio goes P3 and Hamilton should get pole. Hamilton should get pole. He does. We're 3rd and 4th qualifying for the sprint race here at Miami.
Well, it's a different format this weekend, with a sprint set to spice up today's events.
The prospect of bagging a few extra points is certainly going to spur these teams on to fight competitively and finish in the top spots.
But who will be victorious in the Miami Sprint? We'll soon find out. And here in Miami, it's time for the sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And indeed it is lights out and away we go, putting both cars on high overtake aggression, because from 3rd and 4th, a 0-stop race, what have we got to lose? I didn't overfuel them this time because there's no point. There might be safety cars, there might be red flags, but we don't need to overfuel to push up the grid because we're high enough. I think this race can be more of a race of defence than it is of attack. And speaking of attack, Iwasa and Gio were just going at it there, and they're still going at it down the straight towards turn 11, and Gio is going for a move down the inside. He hasn't quite made it. He's 3rd, Iwasa is in 4th. Gio's going to get the Aston Martin, and Iwasa's going to go down the inside of the pair of them. It's going to be Iwasa up to 2nd, Gio up to 3rd. It's a 2nd and 3rd for Haas off the start. That would
Now here
be
we are at the final corner.
amazing.
It's certainly inviting, and they're short.
That's quite an aggressive chop from Lewis Hamilton. Yes, 2nd and 3rd. Wow, too wide with the Ferrari. And we're 1st and 2nd now. That would be huge, 15 points for the team if we can get it. And that's where the thumbnail came from. That was tight, that was really tight. They were having a good battle there. Anyway, going down the inside of Iwasa goes Gio. These two need to DRS share. They've got Hamilton out of their DRS range now. But now Hamilton's back in their DRS range, and they're trading fastest laps between the two of them. And on lap 3, Hamilton is back to overtaking range, and Leclerc and Hamilton, we want Hamilton behind us because he's on the mediums. Leclerc will be more aggressive on that soft compound, and unfortunately Leclerc has managed to get the position. Hamilton tries a switcheroo, but it's not going to work, and Leclerc's got the position, and he's going to get both of our cars, I think, somewhere. Hasn't managed just yet. 15 laps to go in this sprint race, and we're using all the DRS we can with Gio. Iwasa's ran off and broken the DRS to Gio. He shot himself in the foot there. And Gio is going to go down the inside. Leclerc's going to go down the inside on Gio, sorry. And he's going to get him through the Mickey Mouse chicane and through the left-hander. And then he's even going to go for Iwasa down the inside on the final corner. Can't quite make it work on the corner. He's going to get the DRS though, and he's going to go to the outside. And Iwasa's going to hold it there, but he's just going to get him through the first couple of corners. Down towards turn 4, I think that is. And Leclerc has managed to get Iwasa. Gio's just sort of sitting behind. And Iwasa has stayed in Leclerc's DRS range, which is super important to today's race. And we can't let Hamilton through now. Now Iwasa's got Gio again. Gio's got Iwasa. They're letting Leclerc go. I'm not too big a fan of this, but he was always going to go anyway. On that soft compounder tyre, we just need to stay here. And we'll catch up to him eventually. Iwasa goes down the inside of Gio, and Hamilton overtakes him around the outside. And then Gio loses another place to Piastri. He's tumbling down the order, which we always knew was going to be the case, but so long into this race, I want a podium out of this. Our first ever top 5 finish in the F1 Manager 24. Alonso's now fighting for the position off Gio, and he's got it, and he's going to get him off the exit.
Lots of crashes.
But Gio is going to go for it around the outside of multiple cars crash.
Now we see this
I think we're going to watch the replay of this. Here we are.
Now there's an inviting
Alex
opportunity there.
Albon.
And there, the cars make contact. And unfortunately,
Oh, just touched him and it sent him sideways. And Iwasa has now just overtaken Hamilton. Sort of a defensive overtake there. And Gio is now tumbling down the order. Ocon's got him. He's going to try and phase around the outside, but can't quite do it. He's going to go down the inside of the final corner on Ocon though. And Iwasa is back up to second. And he's trying to fight off Hamilton. He's going to go round the outside like Leclerc did on Iwasa. Gio re-overtakes Ocon. And we have a red flag. Why? I haven't got a clue. Can't see it at this moment in time. Anyway, it might be something to do with Lawson. I think it might be something to do with Lawson.
let's take a closer look. Right, let's follow the
I
action
don't know, but
now at turn 7.
red flag and we're 2nd and 6th.
And
I'll
make
take that.
contact with the wall. And all it can take
Oh,
is
it just
one
goes
mistake,
round and into the
one
wall.
momentary lapse of
That's a shame for
concentration.
him. And a shame for me, because I don't know how much money they've wasted on parts. I hired some good staff for them. I don't know what they've done with them. We need to check if they're still there next episode, because no doubt they've got rid of them. 20 minutes until the race restarts. It's got to be softs from here on in, and a massive attacking stint on softs. We got 7 laps to go. Yeah, it's softs. Softs can do 29 laps here apparently. You can only go 2 laps longer than our 12-lap old mediums though. Anyway.
And it's a
Here we go.
standing restart
Iwasa
now
second,
for the
Gio
sprint.
6th. Let's get top 5 finish.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Putting them both up to full push and high overtake aggressiveness, these first 2 laps are going to make or break this race. Got quite a bit of fuel spare, which is good because we'll be allowed to burn our tyres, burn the battery off the start. It's lap 13, which means we've got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 5 laps to go once we cross the line. Giovinazzi overtakes Piastri. He's already got a place. He's up to P5. Iwasa's taken the race lead as he overtakes Leclerc. Gio's going for Hamilton up to P4. Alonso got up to P3. I don't know when that happened. That must have been before the red flag. And Gio does get Hamilton in the
Out
end.
with the Haas. They decide to give it a go.
Gio then dives down the inside of Alonso and then Leclerc, and he's now got a massive defensive job because Iwasa's gone. 2.4 seconds, 3 laps to go. Gio just needs to do a defense of the highest caliber, and he's going down the inside now on Leclerc. 3 laps to go, 2 as we cross the line. They're having a massive ding-dong battle through the chicane. It's just going to be who can keep the place. I think we've got this one in the bag. I don't think he can get nearly 4 seconds in a lap. And Gio is about to be down to 4th. Not quite. He's fighting Alonso massively. He needs to come out on top of this Alonso battle. He does. through turn 1, nice. We were having him on always defend, just so he would back Leclerc up, and it's worked, because the gap's increased almost by a second and a half since Gio became sort of train leader here. And 1 lap to go almost, and he's taken second place. 1 lap to go, and Iwasa's about to cross the line. We've got him on neutral attacking, or neutral push mode, sorry. Alonso's taken second place. Gio's going to use all the battery he has, all the tyres, all the fuel, and he's going to get back up to P2. But for the first time in this series, Iwasa, Yumo Iwasa, is going to win the Miami Grand Prix. The sprint race will be it, but we've won with fastest lap and second place. What a race that was. What a race. 1, 2, 15 points in the bag. Now we're starting to get somewhere in the Constructors' Championship.
From the Haas driver.
We're aiming for that best of the rest position, and I think we can get it. Our rivals Aston Martin got
checkered flag.
Ocon 10th. Where was the other Aston Martin?
P2.
Bottas 12th. We got 15 points over Aston Martin. That was a terrific sprint race. More of that.
Well, the Haas driver did superbly here, thoroughly deserving that sprint win.
And what a well-deserved P1 finish that was. Absolutely outstanding.
Now it's time to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
The session will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3. With the slowest 5 drivers eliminated from each period, their best times will determine the grid for the upcoming race.
We can see the Ferrari driver there, Karun. How do you think they're going to be feeling heading into qualifying?
It hasn't been a great showing from the team's drivers so far. Neither will want to be left behind, and I'm sure they'll both be looking to pull ahead today.
Well, we're certainly ready in the commentary box. The drivers are getting ready down in the pit lane, and it's time for qualifying.
Now jumping into qualifying for the main event. I'm sure everyone's going to be qualifying here. It will be a struggle to get both cars into Q3 this time, but we just need to make sure if they don't get to Q3, they at least start 11th, 12th, somewhere around there. Because we've got the 2 Mercedes, the 2 McLarens, the 2 Red Bulls, the 2 Ferraris, the 2 Aston Martins. They're probably going to be the top 10. It's going to be difficult to break that up and get into the top 10. Saying that, is a purple sector and a green sector right now. 2 purples and 2 greens, so Iwasa's definitely going to beat Gio on this lap. Unless Gio can pull a madness in the last sector. And coming down now towards the final corner. If you are liking this video, please do like and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Mega Simulator Gamer, where I upload twice a day on there. 1 minute 30 seconds, and Gio was a couple of tenths off that. We're down to 11th and 12th. These are scrub tyres from the sprint race, so they're not going to be in the best conditions to do a qualifying lap on them. But we may as well use them up. We can have 3 runs. And we're on our second run now, and Iwasa's run is basically over before it started. Gio's run's going well though, he's green. And I'm going to let Iwasa finish the lap just in case he can find anything, even if it's confidence. He's gone green in the second sector though, has Iwasa, so I'm confident that he can improve, even if it's just by a little bit. Even if it's time-wise and not position, it will still help. Gio's going to go up to 5th, nice lap, above Leclerc, very strong lap, and Iwasa's going to go up to 8th, so respectable. And Iwasa is starting his lap in 14th place, and Gio is staying in the garage, because I reckon, apart from Leclerc and Norris, I don't really see anyone beating him. So Gio should be a minimum 11th. Unless I'm missing someone. No, I don't think I am missing someone. No, I'm not. It's a green for Iwasa though, which is important. Because Iwasa could beat Gio. So, but yeah, at minimum I want to see Gio sort of 12th-ish. I don't think he'll finish lower than that. And definitely not that much anyway. Green for Iwasa. Quite a few cars at the end of the lap. Going through the final corner now, going up towards the line. Bit of a distant slipstream. He's going to finish the lap and he's going to go P9. And we finish Q1 with Iwasa P11 and Gio P14, which is what I said I wanted. And now starting Q2 on 2 soft used set of tyres. Iwasa has gone quite a bit earlier than Gio. I hope Gio doesn't fall into traffic, but Iwasa's falling into traffic. That is quite bad with that slow moving Williams. And Gio is actually fairly okay. He's got quite a bit of space, to be fair to him. So Gio's lap should already be better than Iwasa's. Excuse me. Hopefully you're not falling asleep watching this video. Anyway, Iwasa is coming now around the final corner towards the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:30 something, or just under a 1:30, 2.1 seconds off pole. So maybe these are the one tyres from the sprint race again. I doubt it though. Gio's going to come up to the line now. No, Gio puts a competitive time on the board, so they would have been the ones. Iwasa just got blocked. They would have been the ones we used last session for the final run, but Iwasa just got blocked. Anyway, Gio is now going through the S's sort of thing, and Iwasa's going to get blocked again. I can see it happening. I can see it happening from the map. Iwasa, yeah, he's been blocked. Yep, quite badly. Again, a Williams and a McLaren this time. It's always the Williams, eh? Yeah, 33 second first sector. That's not something you want to gloat about. You're aiming for like a 30 second first sector, or like 31 maybe, but 33. God, that is abysmal. We've got 8 minutes. Oh no, we've got 50 seconds left. I thought we had 8 minutes left. I was like, fine, we'll get another run in. Gio's currently P8. Iwasa is going to come up towards the line. What's it going to be? He's going to go P9. I don't think that's safe, to be honest. Sainz, Ocon and Piastri out, and Iwasa is eliminated in P12. Gio just gets through in P10, which is good. He's going to do a flying lap on a worn set. The scrub set we used for the first run in Q2. That's the set of tyres he's using now, and then he'll use a fresh set later, just because I don't think we're going to get above, well, P10. If we do get above P10, then that's a bonus. But our purple sector's turned green straight away. Anyway, coming through the second sector, this long, twisty, turny sector, where you're waiting for the main overtaking opportunity space, wiping all that dirty air all over your car, hoping to get it off in the overtaking zone down here. Anyway, down towards the final corner, another overtaking zone here, plenty of places to overtake at this track. Makes it a bit of a DRS fest. Gio was first, is now 1.6 seconds off in 10th. And this might be the first Q3 session we've done for Haas, maybe? No, we've done one before. No, I don't know. Anyway, coming through the first sector towards the end, and we are going to hopefully get a green first sector, which we have done. 20 seconds left in the session. It must be a 33 second first sector is actually normal. I thought that was terribly so. Anyway, we're not aiming for pole, we're just hoping to maybe beat the 2 Aston Martins and maybe a Mercedes if we can. But obviously, if we're not, then as long as we get a competitive time on the board, because right now we're a second off sort of 7th, which can't run. Gio goes up towards the line. What's it going to be? He puts a time 1.2 seconds from the top, going P10, which means he's about 6/10 off Ocon, sorry. But that's not race pace reflective. That's only quali pace. Quali pace doesn't matter at a track like quali doesn't matter at a track like this. It's going to be 10th and 12th on the grid for the Miami Grand Prix.
We're almost ready to go here in Florida as we look forward to 57 laps of F1 racing.
The Miami Grand Prix arrived onto the calendar in 2022 with much fanfare, and F1 history is still very much being written here. Drivers have to take chances around the street circuit and hope those chances turn into victory.
Miami has long, tight, straight sections, that need as much driver confidence and precision as a corner, as well as 3 hard braking zones. The chicane through turns 14 to 15 is particularly likely to catch drivers out and throw them into a wall. It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go. Well then, it's not long until we get started here. And this is it, the Miami Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
57 laps here at Miami. It's going to be a medium hard for both drivers, except they're going to do it in a different way. Gio's doing medium hard median, and Iwasa's doing medium hard. Just because I think aggressive strategies when we're fighting the top guys will be a lot better than conservative strategies, just because it gives us more freedom to push. We're 10th and 11th off the start, coming down towards turn 11. The first DRS straight, not that we have DRS. Gio actually loses a place, and Iwasa goes down cheekily down the inside of the pair of them, because he gets the Mercedes of Alonso, I think that is, and Gio. So Iwasa's up to 9th, Gio's down to 11th. Gio overtakes Alonso now. Both cars are into the points on lap 1, and Iwasa goes up to 8th around the final corner. Amazing driving from him, and Iwasa's up to 7th in front of both Aston Martins. Interesting that Iwasa actually, which I checked after the race, is a higher rating than what Gio is. So we're fighting the Aston Martins now. I don't know why CapCut keeps freezing. We are 8th and 10th. Ocon is there. Hamilton is just... We're now in the DRS of Hamilton. I wish CapCut would stop freezing, because it doesn't do that when I'm playing the game or when I'm recording it. And Iwasa does get Hamilton, but he's still behind Ocon. So we've moved up one. We're now fighting for 6th rather than 7th, which if we could bring home like 10 points or more, that would be amazing. And Ocon goes past us, swoops past us, going full push, and we lose the DRS to him briefly. Gio gets Bottas, makes a stellar move down the inside, and Iwasa and Ocon are fighting again. Hamilton just behind, and Gio has lost his train. Tsunoda's got a mechanical fault. But yeah, the top guys are fighting. Norris, Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc, they're all fighting for the win. Piastri isn't quite in the title fight actually, but he's not far away, so if we can keep him behind, that will affect his title chances. Obviously we're not focused on the title, we're just focused on getting the best race we can for us. But down to 7th we go, down to 8th as Hamilton even goes past, and we're now only 8th and 9th, but that's a lot higher than what I thought we'd be starting 10th and 12th. We're now 8th and 10th as Piastri goes past, but they're fighting, and I'm trying to hold up Piastri so that in the future, come the end of the race, our undercut is more effective, and it will prevent Piastri or anyone behind Gio from attacking Iwasa or Gio maybe late on in the race, because Gio's got a hard stint to go in the middle, so he will be a bit slower than the rest of these guys in the middle stint, but he'll be massively quick at the end. And Iwasa should be hopefully quicker at the end as well on the hards, because everybody's going to go to softs after him and be slower than him, and Alonso barges out Piastri with an aggressive move and moves up to 9th, quickly overtaking Gio, whose pit window has now opened, and Gio's driver confidence is at peak level, and Gio's down to 11th, and then even further down to 12th as he comes into the pits, and Iwasa is going to pit the lap after this. Well, the lap after this, and off go the mediums, on go the hards. 2.5 second pit stop, massively better than when we were doing 3.1s at the start of the season, but we are the slowest pit stop of them all so far, although there has only been 3. And here is Gio on the outlap, overtaking Kevin Magnussen down the inside with a stellar move on the hard tyres. And there's a big spin for our race. Valtteri Bottas spinning out as Iwasa comes into the pits, and he should be out, I think, just behind Tsunoda and Ricciardo on another set of the medium compound tyres. But I'm quite happy with how the hards are performing for Gio. He's not too quick, but the temperatures aren't increasing and going all over the place. Quite a few people in the pits now. We're going to go above Bottas into 10th and 11th. And as Ocon pits, we're going to go into 9th with Iwasa, but Gio's going to stay 11th. And Piastri comes in and Hamilton comes in, and Iwasa's 8th, Gio's now 10th, and Iwasa's going to go down the inside of Hamilton, who's gone for another set of softs in that Ferrari, and Iwasa is up to 7th. However, they do start fighting in the middle of the lap. We're 22 laps in now to the Miami Grand Prix. Where did that go? It's only been a couple of minutes. And for me, audio recording this, post-commentary, I'm 30 minutes into a 39-minute video, which means I'm nearly done, which I didn't think would be the case this quick. If you are enjoying this F1 Manager video, be sure to like and subscribe to see more, as Hamilton sets the fastest lap, and Iwasa's fighting for 6th. Pardon me, sorry. And Iwasa and Ocon are continuously fighting for 6th, and Hamilton's now getting close and invited, because it's always best to be 2nd in the train, 2nd or 1st in the train. You never really want to be lower than that, because as you can see, the only swapping that's going on is between the one behind and the car who doesn't have DRS. Well, the car doesn't have DRS and the one behind, that would have made more sense. And Gio's just having his own little race, sort of 10 seconds off this train, holding everyone up on the hards as Piastri overtakes him in the final corner. And Gio's going to get him back on lap 30. Our drivers will both be pitting soon. You can see the yellow thing on Iwasa's HUD. That means his pit window's open soon, and it's open now. And he's fighting Ocon. I'm going to try and hold on as much as I can with this train. Hamilton complaining about vibrations. He's got a mechanical problem. That should hopefully slow him down, so he's not as fast in this train, and indeed he's lost a place to Alonso. And we're still fighting Ocon for P6. And Iwasa is going to get overtaken by Hamilton, but it's alright. It's alright. Because Iwasa is now also getting overtaken by Alonso, but as long as we don't lose this train, then we won't lose much race time. And Gio's squabbling with Piastri, and Iwasa has lost the train, and he's going to be in this lap. I wanted to stick him out longer than this, but he's lost the DRS. And there's Gio and Piastri fighting through the tight, twisty section in the 2nd sector, just before the DRS straight. And in we come with Iwasa. Lap 35 of 57, 22 laps to go. And in for a set of hards, Iwasa's new compound, which I've been quite happy with how they're performing on Gio's car, and we've only lost like 3 places on Piastri, Gio and Bottas, and he's in a lot of clean air, so that's really worked for Iwasa, as Gio now gets overtaken by Bottas, and Gio comes in on lap 40, 17 laps to go. Gio's final stint is going to be back onto the mediums he started the race on, although a fresh set of mediums. 2.4 second stop. I think Iwasa got a 2.2 on his first stop, so he's still somewhere quite high up in the pit stop standings, the DHL fastest pit stop, which is good because we need the points. Down the inside goes Bottas. Down the inside goes Gio on Albon. Gio sets the fast laps. He comes out right behind Piastri. Ocon comes into the pits and is overtaken by Iwasa. Not by Piastri or Gio though. And Hamilton comes into the pits for another set of softs. It's a slow stop, and Iwasa's up to 7th again. And there's still a few people that need to pit. Both Mercedes still need to pit at this moment in time. Russell and Alonso. Alonso comes into pits. He's held. That was quite a slow stop. He's going to come out of the pits, possibly even behind Hamilton, who's behind Piastri now. Piastri caught him up. And Russell comes into pits, which puts Iwasa clear of Ocon, unfortunately on the hards with 10 laps to go, in 5th place. If we could bring 5th place home, that would be amazing, although forget I ever said it, because Iwasa and Ocon are fighting massively, and this is not really something I want to see. As down the inside goes Ocon again, and Leclerc is now complaining about vibrations. Both Ferraris complaining about vibrations, and it's a red flag. Daniel Ricciardo has caused a red flag at the same corner Liam Lawson did. So we are now starting the red flag from 6th and 11th. Could we get a podium or a top 5 out of this? Daniel Ricciardo not happy about that incident. I don't think he should be, and neither is team. And here we go. Red flag, session starts in 20 minutes, 6th and 11th. Again, same vibe as the sprint race, but shorter. 2 laps to go. When we start again, it's going to be soft to the end.
Here we go once more. The track is ready, and so are the drivers. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Just putting the drivers into full course attack, burn everything we've got, because we have 4 kilos of fuel and fresh tyres. Quite a few don't have fresh tyres, I noticed, and quite a few have also gone for worn mediums. Gio makes a move into the points, overtaking Russell, and Iwasa was in 5th briefly. He's now fighting to defend positions. He's losing positions left, right and centre. Down to 6th, or he started 6th, but he was about to lose one to Alonso, so he's actually attacking Ocon, my bad. Down, he's going to go on Ocon, hopefully, if he can find a way. He needs to get Ocon and Leclerc ASAP, because there's only 1 lap left after this, and we're 6th and 10th. That would be 9 points, which we would like to get a little bit more, considering Aston Martin are getting 10. And we've now overtaken Ocon and Leclerc. Into 4th goes Iwasa, and Gio's up to 9th, overtaking Hamilton. Final lap, Norris leads. Gio, we would now be getting 14 points, and Aston Martin would only be getting 8. So we've now, in the brief moments, we're now outscoring them by 7 points. And we're going to go round the outside of Verstappen on the warm mediums. Can't quite find space. We're going to dive down inside. Gio's up to 8th in front of Piastri. And we're now onto the podium with Iwasa in 3rd place. Sainz has got past Norris. I think Norris is going to get past Sainz here and win the race at Miami, just like he did in real life in 2024. And there goes, down the inside goes Norris. Down the inside goes Iwasa. It's going to be 2nd place for Iwasa. And Gio gets up to 7th. And, ooh, just narrowly missing out on the win. We did get the fastest lap though, which means 19 plus 6. We get 25 points from this race. And the sprint race, we got 40 points out of a possible 59 for this race weekend. Such a shame we missed out by 1/10 of a second, although I reckon it was a lot closer than that.
Wait 3 seconds and then.
And Gio being just 4 seconds after the win, 11th to 2nd for Iwasa.
Magnificent show of talent.
This podium is something the whole team can be proud of. Excellent strategy and perfectly executed.
A great display of team spirit there, as everyone finally gets the chance to share this moment. Now, Karun, I'd be really keen to know, how do you think the Haas team will be reflecting on today's results?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And with that, our weekend in Miami now draws to a close.
Now the teams will be looking ahead to Imola, where the season progresses with the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Get ready for some fierce competition.
Iwasa up 10 places, Gio up 3 places. I don't think Hards was the right choice for the middle stint, and we should have pit him earlier. Fastest lap, Iwasa. Iwasa climbs 4 places in the championship up to 7th place, and we get above Aston Martin in the constructors. 40 points from this weekend. We're 4th in the pit stop championship. We go up to 3rd in the pit stop championship. Our pit stop just 2 thousandths off the best. We get our race target. We get some more manufactured parts. Gio goes up to 77 rating, and he's now only 2 off of Iwasa, and we have to shut our factory down. But if you did enjoy, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for some more F1 Manager content. Goodbye. Sorry if you can hear the bins outside.